Have you ever felt like you're walking on eggshells every single day at work? No matter how hard you work or how many hours you put in, your boss either takes all the credit, or finds a way to make you feel like you're never good enough. If you're constantly feeling drained, confused, or even gaslight, you might not just have a difficult boss. You might be dealing with a narcissistic boss. Welcome to Career Mind Nav. I'm here to help you navigate the complex psychology of the workplace so you can protect your career and, more importantly, your mental health. Today we are going deep into one of the most toxic dynamics in the professional world: how to handle a narcissistic boss. Before we jump into the strategies, we need to understand what we're up against. In psychology, a narcissist isn't just someone with a big ego. A narcissistic boss is someone who lacks empathy, has an excessive need for admiration, and believes they are special and beyond the rules. To them, you are not a colleague or a human being with feelings. You are a tool, a source of what psychologists call narcissistic supply. They need your praise, your fear, or your submission to fuel their fragile self-esteem. The first thing you must accept, and this is the hardest part, is that you cannot change them. You cannot fix a narcissist by working harder or being nicer. In fact, the better you perform, the more of a threat you might become to their ego. So, instead of trying to change them, we are going to change the way you interact with them. Strategy number 1 is the gray rock method. Imagine a gray rock on the ground. It's boring, it's plain, and it doesn't react when you kick it. That is exactly who you need to become when you are around a narcissistic boss. Narcissists thrive on emotional reactions, whether it's you crying, getting angry, or desperately seeking their approval. When you use the gray rock method, you give them nothing. You keep your answers short. You stick to the facts. If they try to bait you into an argument, you respond with, "I see," or, "That's an interesting perspective." When you become boring to them, they will eventually look for their supply somewhere else. Strategy number 2. Document everything. This is your professional insurance policy. Narcissistic bosses are masters of gaslighting. They will tell you one thing on Monday and deny they ever said it on Tuesday. They will move the goalposts just so you fail. To protect yourself, you must create a paper trail. After every meeting or verbal instruction, send a follow-up email. Say something like, "Hi, just to confirm our conversation earlier, here are the 3 action items we agreed upon." If things go south and you need to talk to HR or a future employer, your feelings won't save you, but your records will. Strategy number 3. Manage their ego but don't lose your soul. This is a tactical move. If you need to get a project approved or implement a change, find a way to make them think it was their idea. Use phrases like, "Building on that great point you made last week, I've developed this plan." It feels frustrating to give them credit for your work, I know. But in a toxic environment, this is often the fastest way to get what you need with the least amount of conflict. Think of it as a sanity tax. You pay to keep your workflow moving. Strategy number 4. Disconnect your self-worth from their feedback. Most of us go to work wanting to do a good job and be told we did well. But with a narcissist, their feedback is a weapon, not a tool for growth. If they scream at you, it's not because you're incompetent. It's because they are insecure. If they ignore your achievements, it's not because you didn't succeed. It's because they can't handle someone else being in the spotlight. You must find your validation elsewhere, from mentors, from peers, or from your own internal sense of accomplishment. Now let's talk about the red flags that mean it's time to get out. While these strategies can help you survive in the short term, they aren't a permanent solution. If you find that you're losing hair, suffering from chronic insomnia, or if your self-esteem has completely evaporated, the cost of staying is too high. A narcissistic boss can damage your career, but a toxic environment can damage your spirit. Start planning your exit quietly. Do not tell your boss you're looking for a new job. Do not tell your work friends, who might let it slip. Build your network, update your LinkedIn, and keep your head down until the day you hand in your resignation. When that day comes, don't expect a graceful goodbye. They might try to guilt trip you or suddenly act like your best friend to keep you around. Stay firm. Your mental health is worth more than any paycheck. Dealing with a narcissist is exhausting, and if you're going through this right now, I want you to know that it is not your fault. You are being targeted because you are capable and empathetic. 2 things a narcissist can never truly be. I want to hear from you. Have you ever worked for someone like this? How did you handle it, or how are you handling it now? Share your story in the comments below. Let's create a space where we can support each other and realize we aren't alone in this. If you found this video helpful, Please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to Career Mind Nav. We'll be releasing new videos every week to help you master the psychology of the workplace and build a career that actually makes you happy. Thank you for watching, keep your boundaries strong, and I'll see you in the next video.